Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here once again this morning, helping to lift the vibration of our collective consciousness. It is the 8th of January of 2016 this morning. I'm just sitting here with my lovely window, watching my birds come and go from my bird feeder. The energies of today, we have a very, like a fun-loving day today. It's Friday, right? Isn't that great? It just feels so, it feels like a Friday today. It feels like one of those TGIFs, that we've been seeing which puzzle pieces, like this, 90 puzzles all dumped on the floor. And it's only one puzzle we're trying to build. So the first thing we were doing was just seeing which pieces down there look like they actually go to the puzzle we're trying to put together, It's discernment. It's been discernment. And today is like, oh, wow. I'm pretty sure I'm getting my puzzle pieces where they go. And it's like looking at the picture and saying, oh, this is cool, And then saying, oh, you know what? I think this is coming along nicely. Let's go listen to some music and have a drink or something, Taking a break. And the planets, oh my goodness. It's like, we assess. Because, all the planets were going, they were going, forward. They were all in that forward motion for a whole week. And now, Mercury slowed and stopped, and now a little bit of retrograde. I mean, think about the work environment, the contract environment. This is how we want it. Reassess, And then right behind, Mercury turning retrograde now, okay, Venus is, go see how your heart feels. Do you really assess those feelings? So it's we're assessing how our life is going. We're assessing how we're working. We're assessing how we're loving. All of these things. It's like, wow. And then after all the assessing, and then it's that gives you a time to put things in retrograde. It gives you a time to really reassess it. Okay, I put it this way, and now with the retrograde lets you test the waters almost. It's while everything's going direct, you ever fill in the bathtub with the water, and then when things turn around in retrograde, it's you're testing that bath water. So, is it comfortable like this, or isn't it? Is this maybe whatever scented oils or the lighting is just right. You want to just, because we're setting up the most perfect relaxing bath, or we're trying to heal thyself, like the perfect stew or the perfect meal, hey, while everything's direct, you're going through the house, you're getting all the ingredients and setting them up on the counter, it's oh, I'm gonna make this, Even some people use a recipe, they'll stick the recipe down there, and there it is, and you did your shopping, and you've got all of the right things lined up. And then as the planets go retrograde, it's we go through the ingredients and say, okay, I got this. Do I want to put that in there? Is any substitutions I want to make sure everything's good? And we put all the things in, and now it's brewing. And we're does it need more salt? A little pepper, maybe some garlic. That's what happens. We're tasting all of the flavors of our lives, and because the influence of the planets, the influence of all of the energies, those are the ingredients set out before us. How you use them, you see what I'm saying? How you use them and what you choose to do with them. Do you grind, or do you mash, or Or do you sprinkle just a little bit of this? And it's like, how do you put your combinations together? It's like having the ingredients all on the table, but it really is up to us to use the ingredients in our own specific way. The energies of the universe do not dictate how you use them. Your own personal resonance, your own DNA, like say if you had, iron filings. You have iron filings all put out on a glass or something, and you got the magnets underneath, and the planets are like, okay, here's your magnets underneath, and you got them down here, like, and say if the glass is up here with the iron filings on it, and here's your, and this is okay. You got this magnet here and this magnet here, and but how as they come up, you see the iron filings doing this and doing that, but we really do, okay, you've given me this tool, well, I can, it's us, like the planets are the forces, are like our tools, and how we, say if I'm going to sprinkle one of my iron filings this way, or I'm going to tilt my page this way, or I'm going to hold my magnet up this way and drag some iron filings this way. Whatever. I know I always use all of these examples, parables they used to call them, when you compare one thing to another to try to get a point across. And I do this because I'm just trying to have you understand that, yes, the tools, the magnets, the planets all set up this way and that way to target your stuff. Target your stuff and activate something, like, when the magnet is over here, the iron filings are like, they're all like, and as you pull it up and down just a little bit, you can see the filings go from laying to standing, and they do all their little things, we are being affected like all of these magnets. It's what we do with it. It's like, oh, I'm feeling this part of my existence. This part of my existence is stimulated. I'm starting to feel creative. That it's stimulating the creative part of me. Okay, create. Create what? They say. Create what? Why? How? That's us. Create what? What sparks? Okay, I feel creative, but what does it needs to be created? Is it, why? Am I trying to impart? Am I trying to teach? Impart? Am I trying to just enjoy? And like, what is it, Why do we feel what we feel? It's, what do we do with what we feel? And that's the ticket. It's what we're doing with what we're feeling. Here's the most important part, that no matter what energies are coming at you, what part of you is getting stimulated, think of yourself as part of the greater good. Not so much, can I do it? Should I do it? Of course I can do, because you can do anything you put your mind to, really. But should you do it? But where is this going to bring your life, your experience of aliveness? What is going to flow to you when you open up the door? If you open up a floodgate, what's coming? This is... Do we want what's coming? When we open up this floodgate, understand that the little things you do, every time you have an action, every time a communication or anything, it's like open up a little floodgate, like, we're thinking about buying a box of donuts, even something so silly, but buying a box of donuts. Okay, you're thinking about it. Now, thinking about those box of donuts is opening up a floodgate, because now you might even say, I'm going to convince myself that I'm actually going to buy that box of donuts, okay? And there you go. Not like buying a box of donuts is anything bad. Good. It's just buying a box of donuts, right? You're opening now the thought of the box of donuts, and now you actually get up, you're manifesting this box of donuts. You go to the store, and you're there. You're picking out all the donuts. You pick them out, and you put them in the box. And now, oh my God, this floodgate is really starting to flood, because now you're home with a huge big box of donuts, and it's still your choice about what you do with it, right? You can have, a cup of coffee, and take your time and eat one of the donuts. Nice. You see what I'm saying? After eating a wonderful, healthy meal, and have the rest of the donuts sitting there for, like, whether you have company or other people, or if you're the only one there and you have this huge big box of donuts. Do you open the floodgate and just start stuffing your face? What good is that going to do you? You see, the one donut did you a lot of good. It gave you pleasure. It gave you sugar, which is nice. After a nice meal, it's good to have that little bit of sugar. Italians, we always eat a little bit of dessert. The sugar helps your body begin digesting. It's like kindling for the big fire, you say. Give your body that kindling, and it lets it stop that fire, so that you can the big log of, like, say, that meat or heavy protein will burn well while you're working out, because you gave your body got that fire going first, But if you're going to stuff yourself full of donuts, well, that's not healthy. No, it's like, ugh. Not only do I feel awful, now all of that, has to work its way through my body. Oh, my kidneys have to deal with it. My liver has to deal with it. My intestines all have to deal with it. And I have to deal with it until out it goes. And it's draining. A whole big box of donuts. Oh, all that sugar, all that, flour and stuff that has to get, which is good for you in small doses, but when you eat too much of something, you're saying, like an entire bag of potato chips, a handful of potato chips on the side of a sandwich, it was nice. But to kill an entire bag, it's like, all salted out, like, when you hit with the donuts, you're all sweeted out. And you think, oh my God, I don't even want to think about sugar, I'm going to puke, Same thing with a bag of potato chips. Oh my God, now I'm all salted out. Well, what I'm saying? Just too much. That's what it's about. It's like, we have to understand that when we open a door, like opening a bag of potato chips or opening a box of donuts, we need to do what's the healthiest, what's the best for us, like a handful of potato chips on the side of that sandwich with a nice pickle or something, rounds it all out, beautiful. A bite of this, a bite of that, and it has worked perfectly. See, I don't have to stay away from the potato chips. I just have to eat them on the side of something healthy, Nice bowl of soup, and a sandwich, and a potato chip, and a pickle. Nice. I'm sitting there just stuffing my face with a whole big, a bag of potato chips, and then eat the box of donuts afterwards. Wow. I'm certainly, not going to maintain this vibrant health and energy that I have. My cute little figure that I love so much, what I'm saying? My youth. And let me say my cute little figure, okay. Because when I'm heavy in the middle, I don't have the energy. And it's my life that's suffering. Not like my cute little figure is for other people to look at. Okay, it is too, I'm sure you get to see it too. But it's me feeling like, let me say, I need to go get that. Well, I just jump up and go get it and come down, It's like, oh my God, I forgot something downstairs. You just get up and go run down the stairs. Come back and run back up the stairs, you know what I'm saying? Because there's not much of me stuck to my form that it's easy to carry around. It's easy to get up and go to the store if I want. I can just get up and go walk to the store. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for my healthy body, for my legs that work, for my back that'll let me work. Because when I eat too much, if I'm heavy, it's too much on my back and my legs hurt. And just walking to the store seems like such a chore. You see what I'm saying? It's what we do with what we've been given that is everything. So today, I just want everyone to understand what you've been given. Look at all of the wonderful things in your life and be grateful for what you have. Live life in moderation for the greatest good of the world, the greatest good of all those you love, and the greatest good for yourself and your health and your body and the atmosphere. So, namaste today. Everyone, live for the greatest good today. Love you, and I'll see you in the morning.